feel like I gotta say yes, I gotta commit to this.
Am I really that much? And breaking these niggas down like a camera.
Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hello, my name is Nicole. I created this channel to help women like me to live a more beautiful life. Today we are diving into a topic that so many of us women can relate to: overcommitting ourselves. Between work, family, friendships, romantic relationships, and everything in between, it's really easy to say yes to too much and end up feeling super overwhelmed. But here's the thing, it is not selfish to say no. Saying no is self-care. So let's talk about how to protect your time and your energy without feeling guilty about it. Okay, so first we need to understand why we overcommit in the first place. Like, why are we doing that? So first we got to stop people pleasing, whether you're doing it consciously or subconsciously. Many of us have been conditioned to prioritize the needs of others, especially women, especially when you're a mom, or even if you're not a mom. We have like this nurturing nature as women, and a lot of times we prioritize other people, especially it's people that we love. Saying no might feel like we're letting these people down. So think about it, saying no at work. It's like, with my job, I want to protect my job or my job security. Or when it comes to like your mom or your siblings or your child, like you don't want to make them feel like you don't love them by not doing something that they need you to do or not giving them something that they need. So sometimes we are people pleasing, and I use that word, I don't want it to sound bad, because sometimes it's like, well, I don't care what other people blah blah blah, but when it's your loved ones, when it's the people that you really care about, you really feel guilty about feeling like you're letting them down. And we kind of gotta get out of that, because we gotta prioritize ourselves. Imagine saying yes to your sister, your brother, your cousin, your daughter, your father, and then you don't have time for yourself. So you're overcommitting yourself, you're burning yourself out, and we gotta kind of get out of that mindset. Another reason we tend to overcommit ourselves is fear of missing out on something. I know I felt it. Comment in the comment section if you have. But you feel like if you say no to a function or you say no to an event, you're gonna miss out on something, and then people are gonna be talking about it, and then you're like, what the heck, I missed this. You're mad about it. So that fear of missing out on stuff sometimes can make you feel like, I gotta say yes, I gotta commit to this because I don't want to be left out, or I don't want to miss anything. It could also be like missing opportunities, right? So say you get invited to a party, and so one, it could be like missing life events for your family members, or memorable moments that the family is always going to talk about, or the friend group is always going to talk about. But it could be like a work thing or a networking thing, and you feel like if you miss out, you can miss out on opportunities. You don't know who's going to be there, what type of network you could have built up to elevate or excel at your career path. So when you really think about it, we do naturally have that fear of missing out a lot. So think about that. So another reason why we tend to overcommit ourselves is like we're overestimating the time and the energy that we have. I am so guilty of this. I'm sure we all can relate to this. And for some reason, it seems like everything happens in the same weekend, or one weekend ain't nothing going on, like you don't have no plans, you're bored. Then the next weekend it's like everybody got something going on. So you overestimate your time. You're like, okay, well, yeah, I can go to this on Friday, I can go to that. Or say there's a brunch in the morning on Sunday, and then you got to go to this in the afternoon, or you commit to this. So sometimes you feel like, especially in a bored moment when like there's nothing going on in that weekend, you're bored, and then you're like, okay, yeah, I could do this, I could do it. You commit to it when you're in a certain space. By the time that time gets there, you just realize that you don't have the time, the energy, the bandwidth to mentally or physically show up and be there and be present. You're overestimating what you feel like doing. So those are just some of the reasons we tend to overcommit ourselves. If any of these reasons resonate with you, you are not alone. If you found yourself in those positions, you are not alone. But recognizing the root of overcommitting is the first step in breaking that cycle, so you're not constantly finding yourself in those positions or predicaments. Now, if this video so far is resonating with you in any way, shape, or form, please click the like button at the bottom of this video. That just kind of helps YouTube to share this, like the algorithm, to share this with more women like us who can really benefit from this content. Okay, now that we understand kind of why, or some of the reasons why we tend to overcommit ourselves, let's talk about how to say no with confidence. Now hear me out, because I know a lot of people can be like, yeah, I'm gonna just say no next time. Sometimes it's easier said than done. Now, it's not about being rude at all. It's about setting boundaries. Now, my channel was all about helping women like me to really live a more beautiful life. And that to me means becoming the best version of yourself. And boundaries are so important in this phase of your life. And it's me era, so it's you. It's your era, your time to focus on you, to prioritize you. Boundaries are so important. When you get an invite or there's a potential obligation that you're about to commit to, you want to really think about it. Be polite and firm in your approach to how you respond, especially like if it's in the moment. If it's over like an invite that's an email or a text message, it's a little easier to think about how you're going to respond. But in the moment, if somebody's like, you know, I'm having this, blah, blah, can you come? It's a little harder to respond, to really think through your response. So just be firm and be polite in how you respond, because you don't want to offend anybody, especially if it's somebody that you love. You don't want them to feel like you don't care about them or their event isn't special or important to you. But you just have to be like firm in your approach of how you respond and be nice about it. Instead of saying yes right away that you can come, okay, let me take a look at my calendar, my schedule. You know, I got a lot going on. Let me just take a look at my schedule and then I'll get back to you. This gives you the space you need to really assess your capacity. Like, use that time to really just think through or just write down, jot down what you got going on during that week leading up to that function, and then like the next day, because that's important too, because you can commit yourself to that particular event and not have anything going on that day. So yes, you can go. However, you might have something early in the morning the next day to do, and you need the day before to kind of just get your mind right. So just think about all of those things and just don't say yes immediately, but be nice about the situation and just be firm in your approach. For example, if you say, well, let me check my calendar and then get back to you. If they'd be like, come on, be like, no, like I really just need to check my calendar, make sure of what I got going on so that I don't overwhelm myself. Like, be honest and transparent, because if these people love you and care about you, they will really understand. Now, if they don't, that's a whole nother situation. That's a whole nother video. Another thing you can do to say no with confidence, outside of not saying yes immediately or yourself some time, another thing you can do is offer alternatives. Like, if it's something that they want you to do or something that they want you to go to, you can be like, well, I can't come this day, or if it's their birthday, I can't make it this day because I got X, Y, and Z going on, but can I take you out this day so we can celebrate? Or, you know, I can't help you with this per se, but I can help you in this way. So just offer alternatives so they know that you care and that you want to show up for them and you want to support them, but they got to work with you because you have your own life too. Okay, now the next part of this is setting your priorities. This is where the magic happens, okay? Knowing what's most important to you. Game changer. Now, when it comes to overcommitting yourself, in order to avoid that and to not get yourself in those situations where you feel like, you know, a lot of times when we overcommit ourselves, we feel like, you know, dang, I didn't really want to do this. It's a reason why you feel like you overcommitted, and that's because it didn't align with your priorities or, you know, what's most important to you. I want you to make a list of your priorities. Everybody should be doing this. If you're in that me era where you're trying to really become the best version of yourself, live a more beautiful life, and just like be happy, that's what that means. I want you to live a happy life and just enjoy life. We only get one. So make a list of what's priority to you. This is something you should be doing every year, assessing like every month, like, okay, because our priorities change, right? And the things that are important to us can change, but make that list so you can refer back to that. What's most important to you in your life? Is it family? Is it career? Is it your health? Is it your physical or mental health? Is it, like, get specific too, because when you create that list of priorities, you want to use that to guide your decisions, period. That's the key. That's the game changer, because when you take your time and you write this list of things that are important to you, and then you use that to guide your decisions with how you spend your time and your energy, you're not going to feel guilty. You're not going to feel like you overcommitted, because those things align to what's important to you and the goals that you set for yourself. Next thing I want you to do is time blocking. Schedule your day around your priority. If it's not on your list, if it is not a priority, if it's not important to you, it's okay to let it go. It's okay to say no. After that, once you get to that point, I want you to check in with yourself regularly. This is so important. So important to your happiness, so important to reaching your goals, so important to living a more beautiful life, so important to becoming the best version of yourself. Ask yourself on a regular basis, does this commitment align with my goals and my values? Does this thing that I'm doing align with my goals and my values? Does how I've been spending my time and energy align with those things? If it's no, then you know you need to shift. That's why you want to check in with yourself regularly to monitor how you're spending your time and what you're committing yourself to. Okay, y'all, we are almost done with this video. I really, truly hope this video is resonating with somebody, because my mission is literally to share what I've gained as far as becoming the best version of myself. And this is an ongoing journey. My journey is not complete, but I've come so far, and I just want to share the content with y'all to help y'all become the best version of yourself. And that's so many aspects of our lives as adults. So time commitment and all of that is so important. If this resonates with you, please subscribe to this channel, okay? And share this video with a friend. You know, we're about to get into the new year, and I just want y'all to be better. You know, we always gotta elevate, no matter how small it is. I want y'all to just be better, because like being stagnant and being in the same place will make you miserable. You look back a year from now, 2 years from now, realize you're in the same place, still doing the same things with the same habits. It can really drive you crazy and make you miserable and bitter. I don't want that for y'all, okay? Let's get to the next point. How to overcome the guilt of overcommitting. I think guilt is the hardest part. These moments where you're feeling guilty, you know, because you said no or want to say no, I want you to remind yourself of why you're saying no. You're protecting your peace, and that is powerful, okay? Peace is priceless. As if you're in your 30s or late 20s, I think by now most of us can understand that our peace is priceless, and we got to protect that at all costs. So when you remind yourself of that, that guilt kind of goes away. It's like, you know, I feel bad, I love this person, I want to show up, I want to be there, but my peace of mind is priceless. I also want you to practice self-compassion. You are only one person, okay? I wish I could tell my younger self this. You are only one person. You're doing the best that you can. You cannot be every place at once. You cannot be there for every single person in your life that you love at once. You are one person, okay? We cannot triple. If I could triple myself, so I could be here at the same time, I would. But we are only one person. So I really want you to practice self-compassion. I know as women, it can be really hard to not beat yourself up when you can't be there, you can't show up. But practice self-compassion, because you are only one person. If you don't take care of yourself, if you're not here, it all goes out the window. Another thing I want y'all to do is surround yourself by supportive. This is so important to, you know, try not to overcommit yourself, not feeling guilty about overcommitting yourself. But in general, this is a general rule of thumb to becoming the best version of yourself and living a more beautiful life, is surround yourself by people who are supportive, people who genuinely love you and care about you and show that to you. That is so important to elevating in your life and becoming your better, higher self. When people are supportive, and those are the people that are close to you, they really will respect your boundaries. They will support you. They will understand, especially if you explain it to them like, you know what, I love you, I want to be there, I want to support you. I got so much going on this week, and I know mentally I burn out. You know, a lot of the people who are my friends or family know about me that I have to go to certain things in doses. I have to, you know, my mental health is so important to me, and I cannot do too much at once. I will get overwhelmed, I will get burned out, and I will not show up as my best self. I've definitely gone to things, overcommitted myself and be there, and I'm pissy or I'm not the best to be around, and I don't want that. So even if I have absolutely nothing to do that day and I say no to coming to something or showing up for something, it's because I'm really trying to protect my mental health. I really need that time to get myself together. And when you have a supportive group of people around you, they really will feel you. They want the best for you, so they will really show up for you too and respect your boundaries. And respecting your boundaries is a way that they show up for you. So it's, you know, it's really important to have a good circle. It makes a huge difference. All right, y'all, we're almost at the end. This is just a quick recap. Now, learning how to stop overcommitting yourself. I don't want that for y'all. So make sure you understand why you're overcommitting yourself in the first place. Learn to say no with confidence. Set clear priorities and boundaries for yourself. Release the guilt and choose yourself. Okay, that is my message to y'all today. That is today's video. Again, please try to think about this video. Think about why you overcommit and try to make changes so you can avoid that, because it's hard. It's hard on us when we overcommit. We feel guilty, all the things. Share this video with someone that you love that struggles with overcommitting, or you just know, they could probably benefit from it. I will see y'all in my next video. Let me know in the comments if y'all like this video, what kind of videos y'all want me to make. My channel is like slowly growing, but I'm here and I appreciate the people who are supporting me. So just let me know in the comments like what kind of videos y'all want to see. Is there any questions y'all have about me, because I haven't been sharing much about me and my life and things like that. So whatever y'all want to see, just let me know.
Am I really that much? And breaking these niggas down like a camera.